I just woke up from a nap. Cue intro. Now we get to the really interesting part because that's me naked lady, and this here is my memory card that I found. Guys, have you ever been out metal detecting? Have you ever been out walking, hiking, exploring, and accidentally stumbled across something very interesting? Because that's what happened to me. The other day, I had a spare hour, one free hour to go out and do something. And I grabbed the Equinox, the MindLab Equinox metal detector, and I took it out to a spot where there's some old river gums. Now these old river gums line a small creek, and on that creek I figured that maybe in times past when the town wasn't a town around it and it was indeed farmland, perhaps a fisherman or a walker or an explorer or a kid dropped something of interest there, and I was not disappointed. I found a mobile phone. This mobile phone, it was only buried perhaps 1 to 2 inches underground. I thought it was a relatively recent find. The actual style of it doesn't look overly old. It's not like a 3315. It looks like it's probably got a colour screen and buttons. And after consulting an expert, I discovered that the phone was no longer good and I couldn't reuse it. However, they did leave something in it. They left their SD card. Now I want to know what's on this SD card. Is there nothing? Is it destroyed completely? Is it perhaps full of pictures of dog photos? The only way we're going to know is to open it up and have a look. So that's what we're going to do. What's on this tiny SD card? The interesting thing about this card is it's a 256 megabyte card, which by today's standards is like going back to floppy disks. I mean, the file that you're watching, the very video that you're watching right now, will total probably half a gig, like 2 of these cards for this one clip. So this is sort of at the beginning of mobile phone technology when they were starting to put camera phones and whatnot in there. I don't know what kind of phone it was, but obviously it needed some sort of storage device, which says to me it probably had a camera. And what I'm hoping for is dog pictures. But if there's no dog pictures and there's no files on it, I will use some file recovery software to see if they haven't been deleted off there before the person destroyed and discarded that phone. Let's plug it in, find out. Couple of predictions that I have got. Now I'm going to let the screen recorder boot up so you can see exactly what's in the file at the same quality that I can see it on the computer screen, and I'm thinking that there's either the drive is going to be completely wiped and there's not going to be anything on it. Maybe they didn't delete everything off it because it was at the very start of this technology, so maybe they didn't know how, or they didn't get around to it, or it wasn't easy, I don't know. But perhaps they didn't delete it and there will be some stuff left on it. That's the best case scenario, or it'll be completely destroyed. Okay, here we go. Let's find out what we got. SD card. Well, it's got files and folders. That's a start. Images, nah. Wiped. Others. Contacts. Ooh. Alright, we've got contacts. We've got a whole list of this person's contacts, whoever it was. 2008. There we go. We've actually got a date on this card. What we learned from that was pretty simple, is that this person deleted, by the looks of it, all the videos, all the photos, all the everything, and probably didn't realize that their SIM card or their phone was saving contact information to the actual memory card itself. Let's see if we can't do a file recovery on the photos. Okay, got the data recovery program up and running, and what I'm going to do is I'm not going to have the screen recording going for this. I want to see if it pulls out anything, because if there is something nasty, I don't want to put it on there, because you never know. Alright, well, we got the photos. We got them back. They're all here. There are approximately 100 photos on this SD card. That's not too shabby. Well, we've got him. He was a fisherman, whoever he was, and he liked the snow. And back in 2008, he was looking at a 7-piece knife block for $749. That's an expensive knife block. He's a sheep farmer by the looks of it. And he barracks for Hawthorne. Oh yeah. There's one of the photos that I can't show anyone unless we're on Pornhub. That's different. It's not a good. It's nah. I actually found a nude. He's caught some mad fish. This bloke. He's caught some mad fish. That was an interesting journey. You know, obviously finding a phone like that in the state that it was very deliberately destroyed, very deliberately broken apart, makes me think that he wanted to get rid of that phone for a very good reason. Still had all the contacts on the SIM card, but there's something that most people don't remember or think about to delete. And doing a file recovery on his photos, obviously there was something on there that he wasn't proud of, that he wanted to delete off there. I mean, I saw him naked, but wasn't really anything to be ashamed of in that department, so I don't think it's that. It's probably something else on there. That's alright. This has been an interesting experiment. I'm going to delete all these files now and get rid of them, because I don't think anyone should have that sort of information just lying around. And also, this has been a really good lesson for a lot of people out there. Cybersecurity is no joke. You really, things aren't just deleted. You got to be careful of what you take photos of and who you share them with and all that sort of stuff, because you can do this. This is easy. This isn't hard at all. This is one program and an internet search engine to reverse engineer. I know exactly where the dude works. So that's the creepy part about this. So we're going to give it back to him. I think that's the appropriate way to do it, and then he can deal with the information as he wishes. I'm going to delete everything off my hard drive. Alright, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to hit like, share, comment, subscribe, all that lovely, good, beautiful stuff that helps me build the channel bigger and better for you guys. Peace. I'm out.